take much to take off. There we go. Right now we are in the little tiny town of McCarthy, Alaska. Actually, McCarthy is across that footbridge. There's a footbridge right there. See that? You go across that footbridge and you can walk about a little over half a mile to get there, or you can take a shuttle. The shuttle also takes you to Kennecott Mine, which is part of the Wrangell St. Elias National Park system, and that's where the visitor center is here. This town's pretty great. There's a giant glacier. Can't really see it, maybe a little bit up there beyond these trees. Sort of covered in clouds right now. And all this water in this river right here, we guesstimate it's about an hour old. An hour ago, all this was ice. McCarthy, some of you guys might know if you watch TV that it's the basis of a current National Geographic reality TV show called Edge of Alaska. I've never seen it. I've had several people tell me about it. So I suspect it's just like most reality shows. Even Discovery and Nat Geo can't escape that formulaic premise of getting people to play roles and shoot until they get the scenes they want, stuff like that. So it's probably not super authentic from what we can tell. It's a town in the summertime caters to a lot of tourism, especially since the National Park Visitor Center is right here. And this is right in the middle of the Wrangell and St. Elias Mountains. And from what we can tell, every day there's, you know, vans and buses. Not huge buses, but little van shuttles bring people in to see this place for those that don't want to drive in themselves. And the other side of this bridge, on the other side of the road, I guess, parking lot, a lot of tent campers. On this side is RV camping, I guess. Not been a lot of people here, just us. We're here with our friends Jason and Angela and their son Bodie. After here, I think we're going to Valdez for a couple of days. Not thinking to stay too long. And from Valdez, we will probably start making our way north into Tok and possibly into Chicken and across the top of the world highway into Dawson City, Yukon. And once we get there, we'll spend a couple of days. We'll probably start making our way down. It's getting towards the end of August, which means fall is practically here. Finally, the sun came out, kind of. Not raining, so we're taking today as a chance to go do some sightseeing. We're going to Kennecott Mine, taking a shuttle. We're doing the Kennecott Mine tour. For 5 of us, almost $100. Even the kids have to pay their half price, so it's about $30 for adult, $15 for kids. But this is the main mine building over here. We're starting to go inside the mine. This is the train. Would have came down, probably collected ore down these chutes. Baby carrier time.
Sets of cables that run up and into the trees. That's all that's left of the aerial tramway systems that ran up to the mines. That one went up to Bonanza, this one went up to Jumbo, and of course it would have been clear cut all the way up there. if you take that trail, you'll actually that'll give you a head start to get up to the mines.
On the top of the mill building.
Everybody have your head up?
We gotta wear hard hats.
All right, guys. Look at that. On this side of the chute, you can see a little red tag, and you'll see them throughout the building. But basically, those are those historical engineers mapping everything out. There will always be a to and a from, where it's coming from, where it's going to. On that wall, there's a horizontal beam with a turnbuckle in the middle there, and that was used to essentially hold the building together. The building is vibrating and shaking all day long, and there's these horizontal beams that run and kind of hug the building together. You just tighten them up and squeeze it tighter. Okay guys, so this is the chemical leaching facility, or the ammonia leaching facility. So through the concentration mill process, they were able to get 80% extraction rate, so 80% of the copper ore out of the rocks that they were getting. So there was still 20% that they were kind of throwing out in the tailings. So 20% wasn't quite good enough for Stephen Birch. He wanted to do a little bit better. And so he implemented this ammonia leaching process. At the time, mostly chemical leaching was used, with acid. Acid was the chemical that was used for the chemical leaching for copper. Acid will dissolve copper. Unfortunately, it also dissolves limestone, so you just get one big acid soup, and that's not very helpful. So he found this guy that was doing ammonia leaching as a graduate school project down in South America. His name was Ethan Stannard. He called him up, paid for his passage all the way up here to Alaska, and had him kind of set up a small experiment on a small scale and kind of see how the process turned out. When he saw the results, he said, "Ethan, this is amazing. You take as much money as you need and you build me your process on an industrial scale." So that's what we have here. The first ammonia leaching industrial plant. Basically, it's a chemical leaching process, so these big vats are going to be filled up with your ammonia solution and then your slime, your very, very small particles and your tailings. The ammonia will dissolve the copper and the limestone will stay in its solid form. And then the ammonia copper solution is blasted with heat, the copper precipitates out, and the ammonia can be recycled.
Raise your right hands. There you go. Repeat after me. Oops, I'm going to have to look at Lucas because I can never remember what. As a junior ranger, I pledge to explore and learn about national parks. I will share what I have learned with my friends and family. And I promise to protect all national parks for future generations. All right. Congratulations. You are now Rainbow State Alliance National Park Junior Rangers. Do you know what future generations means? It means when you get to be your mom's age, you will still be protecting the national parks for your children.